Hello, fellow drama enthusiasts. It's your dedicated team here at TV Days Drama Digest channel, where we dive deep into the heart-pounding twists, emotional roller coasters, and jaw-dropping revelations that make daytime television an addictive escape from reality. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most intriguing storylines currently unfolding in the iconic soap opera days of our lives. If you're a longtime fan like us, you know that Salem is never short on secrets, betrayals, and high-stakes drama. But right now, all eyes are on Sophia, the enigmatic figure whose layers of deception are peeling away, like the pages of a forbidden diary. What happens when Sophia finally confronts the truth that's been simmering beneath the surface? Is she on the brink of unleashing a new, even more sinister plot? And how does Rachel, our troubled soul grappling with resurfacing horrors, fit into this web of intrigue? Buckle up, because we're about to dissect this storyline with the kind of dramatic flair it deserves, expanding on every shadowy corner and emotional nuance. Let's explore how this tale might play out, painting a vivid picture of the chaos to come. To truly appreciate the storm brewing around Sophia and Rachel, we need to rewind and revisit the turbulent events that have led us to this pivotal moment. Days of Our Lives has always excelled at weaving intricate tapestries of family feuds, lost memories, and resurrected villains. But the current arc involving these two women feels particularly charged with psychological depth and moral ambiguity. Remember, Sophia has been portrayed as a woman trapped in her own mind, or so it seems. For months, viewers have watched her languish in what appears to be a catatonic state. Her eyes vacant, her body unresponsive, as if the weight of Salem's endless scandals has finally broken her spirit. This pretense, however, is no accident, it's a calculated performance. A mask she's donned to observe, to plot, and perhaps to strike when least expected. The audience has caught glimpses of her inner turmoil, subtle twitches, fleeting expressions that hint at a mind that's anything but dormant. But now, the facade is cracking, and the truth is clawing its way to the surface. Enter Rachel, a character whose journey has been nothing short of a tragic odyssey. Rachel's life in Salem has been marked by a series of devastating blows, fractured relationships, betrayals from those she trusted most, and now the horrifying resurgence of buried memories. The shooting of E.J. DiMera, that fateful act of violence that she committed in a haze of desperation and rage, has been locked away in the recesses of her psyche for far too long. But as Days often reminds us, secrets in Salem have a way of resurfacing like ghosts from a forgotten grave. Recent episodes have shown Rachel unraveling, flashbacks assaulting her at the most inopportune moments, her hands trembling as if still gripping the weapon, her nights plagued by nightmares where EJ's accusing eyes stare back at her from the abyss. It's a portrayal that's both heartbreaking and terrifying, capturing the raw essence of post-traumatic stress in a way that daytime TV rarely dares to explore. The decision to commit Rachel to inpatient treatment at Bayview Sanitarium marks a turning point, not just for her character, but for the entire narrative thread. Bayview, the infamous institution nestled on the outskirts of Salem, has long been a breeding ground for drama. It's where the broken come to mend, or more often, where alliances form in the shadows and new vendettas are born. Rachel's admission isn't voluntary, it's a necessity born from her increasingly erratic behavior. We've seen her lash out at loved ones, her words laced with paranoia, her actions teetering on the edge of self-destruct. The shooting memory, once suppressed, now floods her consciousness like a tidal wave, drowning out reason and leaving her vulnerable. Inpatient treatment promises structure, therapy, and perhaps redemption, but in the world of Days, nothing is ever that straightforward. Bayview isn't just a hospital, it's a chessboard where patients become pawns in larger games. And who better to welcome Rachel into this labyrinth than Sophia herself? Imagine the scene, the sterile hallways of Bayview, echoing with distant murmurs and the occasional cry of despair. Rachel, disoriented and fragile, is escorted to her room, her mind a whirlwind of confusion and fear. The door creaks open, and there sits Sophia, still, silent, her gaze fixed on some invisible horizon. At first, it's business as usual. The nurses exchange knowing glances, pitying the new arrival who must share space with the lost Sophia. But as the door closes and solitude envelops them, the atmosphere shifts. Sophia's eyes flicker with life, a spark of cunning intelligence that pierces the dim light. Slowly, deliberately, she turns her head, her lips curving into a sly smile that sends chills down the spine. "Welcome to the madhouse, Rachel," she whispers, her voice hoarse from disuse but dripping with calculated charm. It's a revelation that hits like a thunderbolt. Sophia can talk. She's been pretending all along, feigning her trance to eavesdrop on confessions, to gather intel, to bide her time. This moment isn't just a plot twist, it's a masterstroke of dramatic tension. Rachel, already on the brink, freezes in shock. Her eyes widen, her breath catches as the implications sink in. Sophia, the woman everyone dismissed as broken, is very much alive and scheming. But why the charade? What darkness lurks in Sophia's heart that requires such elaborate deception? As fans, we've speculated endlessly. Is it revenge against those who wronged her? A bid for power in Salem's cutthroat social hierarchy? Or something more personal tied to her tangled family history? Whatever her motives, Sophia wastes no time in drawing Rachel into her orbit. "You and I, we're not so different," she might murmur, her words weaving a seductive spell. "We've both been pushed to the edge, forced to do things we'd rather forget. But secrets. Secrets are our power." She implores Rachel to keep her ability to communicate a secret, binding them in a pact of silence that feels more like a noose than a bond. Herein lies the true peril. Sophia is a bad influence on the already vulnerable Rachel. Rachel needs help, genuine, therapeutic intervention to process her trauma, to forgive herself for the EJ shooting, to rebuild her shattered life. Instead, she's thrust into the company of a manipulator who sees her not as a friend, but as a potential ally or worse, a tool. Sophia's influence could be insidious, starting with small confidences and escalating to full-blown involvement in her schemes. Picture late-night whispers in their shared room, where Sophia paints vivid pictures of retribution. They think they've won, Rachel. But with you by my side, we can turn the tables. Imagine the look on their faces when we expose their lies, Rachel, desperate for connection amid her isolation, might initially resist, her moral compass flickering like a candle in the wind. But Sophia is persistent, her charisma a weapon honed by years of survival in Salem's treacherous waters. What exactly is Sophia's goal? This is the question that's keeping fans up at night, fueling endless forum discussions and social media debates. Let's delve deeper into the possibilities, painting each scenario with the dramatic brushstrokes it deserves. One theory posits that Sophia's trance has been a cover for orchestrating a grand revenge plot against the DiMera family. EJ's shooting, after all, ties back to long-standing feuds, and Sophia might hold grudges from past encounters, perhaps a lost love, a stolen inheritance, or a betrayal that cut deeper than any knife. By involving Rachel, who has her own history with the DiMeras, Sophia could amplify her efforts, turning personal vendetta into a full-scale war. Imagine the chaos, forged documents surfacing, anonymous tips leading to arrests, relationships crumbling under the weight of unearthed truths. The drama would be palpable, with scenes of tense confrontations in dimly lit rooms, accusations flying like daggers, and alliances shifting like sand. Another angle explores Sophia's psychological motivations. What if her pretense stems from a deeper trauma, one that mirrors Rachel's own? Days of Our Lives has a rich history of mental health storylines. From Marlena's possession to Abigail's dissociative identity disorder, Sophia could be grappling with her own demons, perhaps a repressed memory of her own violent act, or the guilt of abandoning a child in her past. In this light, her influence on Rachel becomes a twisted form of therapy. We heal by fighting back, she might argue, her eyes blazing with fervor. But this healing would be anything but healthy, dragging Rachel deeper into delusion and danger. The storyline could escalate with hallucinatory sequences, where Rachel's resurfacing memories blend with Sophia's tales, creating a nightmarish montage of blood, screams, and shadowy figures. Viewers would be on the edge of their seats, questioning what's real and what's manipulation. Of course, we can't ignore the romantic entanglements that Days thrives on. Sophia's plans might involve rekindling a forbidden flame or sabotaging a rival's happiness. Rachel, with her connections to key players like Brady or Kristen, could provide insider access. Picture Sophia coaxing Rachel into spying on family gatherings, relaying whispered conversations that fuel Sophia's machinations. The drama intensifies when Rachel begins to question her loyalty. Does she confide in a loved one, risking Sophia's wrath? Or does she succumb, becoming complicit in acts that could destroy lives? These internal conflicts would be portrayed through powerful monologues, close-up shots of tear-streaked faces, and heart-wrenching decisions that leave audiences gasping. Expanding further, let's consider the ripple effects on Salem's broader canvas. Sophia's emergence from her trance wouldn't go unnoticed forever. Other characters, the ever-vigilant John Black, the scheming Stefano's heirs, or even the compassionate Marlena Evans might catch wind of the anomaly. Marlena, as a psychiatrist at Bayview, could become a central figure, her sessions with Rachel uncovering hints of Sophia's deception. Imagine a cat-and-mouse game where Marlena probes gently, her intuition sharpening like a blade, while Sophia watches from the shadows, her mind racing to counter every move. The tension builds to explosive confrontations, a heated therapy session where accusations erupt, or a clandestine meeting where alliances are forged or broken. Fans of historical parallels will draw connections to past days' arcs. Remember when Vivian Alamain faked her own death to plot revenge? Or when Sammy Brady manipulated memories to her advantage? Sophia's storyline echoes these, but with a modern twist emphasizing mental health awareness while delivering the soapy thrills we crave. It's a delicate balance, one that the writers navigate with skill, ensuring that drama doesn't overshadow sensitivity. But let's amp up the drama with some hypothetical scenes to illustrate how this could unfold. Scene 1, Rachel's first night at Bayview. The clock ticks ominously as moonlight filters through barred windows. Sophia leans in close, her breath warm against Rachel's ear. They put you here to forget, but I can help you remember and use it. EJ's blood is on your hands, but it's their fault. Join me and we'll make them pay. Rachel's heart pounds. A mix of terror and temptation swirling within her. Cut to a flashback, the EJ shooting in vivid detail, the gun's recoil, the spray of crimson. EJ's body crumpling like a discarded puppet. Back in the present, Rachel whispers, "What do you want from me?" Sophia's laugh is low, chilling everything. Scene 2, a group therapy session gone awry. Patients circle up, sharing vulnerabilities under Marlena's watchful eye. Rachel hesitates, her words halting. But Sophia's still pretending silence communicates through subtle gestures, urging Rachel to lie. When another patient probes too deeply, Sophia feigns a seizure, diverting attention and allowing Rachel to escape scrutiny. Later, alone, Sophia reveals her ploy. "See? We're a team. Now, about that secret you owe me." As the plot thickens, external forces intervene. Brady, Rachel's on-again off-again flame, visits Bayview, his face etched with worry. "Fight this, Rachel. Don't let the past define you." But Sophia, eavesdropping, plants seeds of doubt. He pities you. Use that pity against him. The emotional tug-of-war is exquisite. With Rachel torn between redemption and revenge. Sophia's ultimate goal? Perhaps it's reclaiming a lost child, exposing a corporate conspiracy, or simply reveling in chaos. Whatever it is, her alliance with Rachel promises fireworks. Will Rachel break free, alerting authorities and shattering Sophia's plans? Or will she dive deeper, becoming a villain in her own right? The possibilities are endless, each more dramatic than the last. In wrapping up this epic dissection, though we could talk for hours more, let's remember why Days of Our Lives captivates us. It's the human element. The raw emotions amplified to operatic heights. Sophia and Rachel's story is a testament to that. Blending psychological thriller with heartfelt drama. What do you think, viewers? Will Sophia's influence corrupt Rachel irreparably? Or will light prevail in the darkness of Bayview? Share your theories in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Stay tuned to TV Days Drama Digest for more spoilers, analyses, and fan discussions. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.